Cemetery, guys, again in Scott County, Tennessee. We were here before, and Tim's blindfold got took off. I can't see it. What are you looking at? The words? I can't see it. Can you read it to me?
I've heard
knock.
tales that the angel has been known to have turned it by itself.
Oh, okay. Does that angel move by itself sometimes?
He said knock knock.
No, I heard him say knock knock. What's the matter?
And we have
So we are back with a crew of people. We are ghost hunting tonight.
ghost meter.
Show us. It's okay. Show us what we got.
It's a ghost meter, and
It's called a K2.
if it goes like up to the red, that means there's something here.
Yep, that's right.
something
Well, actually, it can even just do one color, and it's something is registering. So this is a witch's grave, guys. We've been here before. Watch the other YouTube video. They say that stuff happens down here. Of course, you know, it is a graveyard, so it could happen anywhere in a graveyard. Lots of souls down here.
Okay.
But the last time we were here, our experience was his blindfold got pulled off, and we did catch that on camera. So if you watch that video, you'll see that take place around the 30-minute mark, 35-minute mark, something like that. The rest of it's pretty boring, but we did catch that, and it was pretty crazy. He did feel it go off, and he was a little startled at the time. Where's everybody at? You all up there? Hey, Tim, you're taking off on us, and we can't see.
I thought this had lights.
I got the one on so that it stays dark, but it can pick up on the camera.
I'll follow you.
The ultra red light, whatever it's called.
I'll follow you. Thank you.
Yeah, I can go ahead and put the light on itself, I guess. Switch it over.
There we go.
Is it on? Okay. It don't get very much light, though, does it?
I guess the witch's thing is down there.
We should do.
Witch's thing is, we're down a little bit further.
We should like go near the witch's
Watch walking
grave.
on the graves, guys. Try not to walk on top of the graves.
We'll be haunted for the rest of our lives.
The witch thief.
We don't do it last time.
Here comes the rest of the crew down the hill. They want to experience something tonight. Huh?
We can't see with you looking at us.
I got a videotape. I don't know how many times we have to go over that with this light. I can videotape, and it has to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a coffin that's like 5 feet deep from me.
Where'd y'all spend that last time y'all did it?
It's down here. Hi. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. See it right there?
Wait, that's the witch's grave?
Yeah.
Can we go over there?
Yeah, that's where we're headed.
Tim, where'd you spend that last time?
I don't
Over here?
care what you do with
It was about right there. Behind the tree, wasn't it? About right there.
I mean, we are ghost hunting.
Duck hunting? You're duck hunting? We're duck hunting tonight too, guys. Duck hunting and ghost hunting combination. No. No. I do.
I wish.
I thought you were going to say I wouldn't have used my aircraft landing pad. Thingy mabobber.
Guys, so we're back at the witches. I may try to go to some of the more of the cemetery. But that is an angel that they say the head has been tore off. I think supernaturally, and she turned. And actually, you know what? We'd have to look at that footage, but I swear she's moved, ain't she?
Yeah, it's moved from the last time I was here.
It was right there.
I wonder how easy she is to move, though.
Well, I'm saying it ain't easy to move,
But what?
Not for the average man.
but something's moved it.
I think it was turned the other way.
Those are the
She was deeper into the woods last year.
Oh, that's the erosion.
Well, we were just here
What's
just a
this?
few months ago,
Head got ripped off.
and I could have swore she was
It's a
turned
shell of
this
pearls
way.
in it.
It was.
I'd have to go back look at the footage, but yeah. And she was sitting flat too.
Just turn the light off.
Okay.
Does this like
You can
only
probably
track
switch the
ghosts or
light.
does
Alright,
this
let's
You
like
go ahead and
let's
you
turn
just
the
hold this
flashlights
for me
off,
and
guys.
videotape, okay? Alright, let's get our stuff out.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna put the yes no box out. This yes no box has a green or a red light for yes and no.
what is that?
I think my phone is ringing in the truck. Gotta go.
What does that mean? What does that do?
Well, just listen.
I gotta get it situated first. Alright, Miss Witch.
So how does
Are
it
you
work?
here? See, people come down here and actually do stuff. They do incense and everything on her grave.
You're trying to catch the
Does green mean yes and red mean
It
no?
does, but it's not. It's gotta get situated.
What does red mean? Red means no, I think. Green means yeah.
Red means no and green means yes.
Well, the flashlight
So do
just
we
kicked
just like
on.
say something and then
Flashlight already kicked on?
It's right behind you.
Well,
Whoa.
flashlight just kicked on by itself, guys. Videotape that.
What does that
Junior.
mean?
All right, can you turn that off for us?
Turn what off?
Whoever touched it, can you please turn the flashlight off? Can you turn it off for me?
What is
That's
that?
how we verify
What
that
is
you're
this?
here. It has to get situated. Y'all can't get too close to that or it'll trigger it. What happens is just anything walking up to it will trigger it. So you got to keep a distance from it. It just got brighter. Can you turn it down? Can you turn it off? That just got brighter. Thank you. Can you turn it all the way off? Do you recognize us? Tim was here and you pulled his blindfold down. If you're the same person, turn it off, please. Turn it off. On the count of 3, can you turn it completely off so we know you're listening to us? 1, 2, 3. We need to know that you're actually communicating with us. Is that going off?
Yeah, we went up for a little bit.
Just lit up a minute ago.
Are you here with us tonight? Is there a lot of people here? Is that disturbing you?
The light just kind of went up. Does that mean it's a ghost?
I really need you to just turn the flashlight off, then you can turn it back on again.
Is there somebody
That's how we
watching us on
communicate.
there? Is that our light?
Well, that's our flashlight. We set it on and somebody turned it on. That's been turned on by something.
Gracie, turn your light off.
Alright. So there's a little box here that if you touch
light
it
just
on
went
one
off
side
again.
here, it turns red. This side turns green. And you can answer yes or no questions for us on that.
Back up.
When you just like set it down on the ground, it'll come this one up again.
Did it go up again?
Yeah.
It went to red.
It went all the way to red?
The light turned green. And then blue.
Okay, so are you here to talk to us tonight? Can you make that go green on that little triangle? Are you the witch? Do you like being called a witch? Is there other spirits? Is there other spirits here with us tonight? Besides the witch, we can talk to anybody. We don't care. We're just here to tell your story. We're not here to scare you. We're not here to intimidate you. All these people here. Do you like all the kids being here? Do you like seeing the kids? But let's make something clear. You cannot attach to us. You cannot go home with us. You cannot follow us. You cannot attach to the equipment, okay? You have to stay here when we leave. But we'd like to talk to you, huh?
Go to play.
I'm going to turn the flashlight off and see if you turn it back on again for us.
Wait, is the witch controlling the light?
We don't know who it is. It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be the witch. It could be anybody up here that's in these graves that want to talk. Could be even Indians or something. We don't know what might potentially be out here.
I think it's
Can you still see?
Just changed color.
What did?
The
Oh, he
light.
done that. He done that. He's got the whatever it's called, ultraviolet, ultra-ray, red, whatever the heck it's called.
Oh, this is really scary.
You think it's scary?
Yeah, it's really scary. But it's also kind of fun.
It's kind of cool though, ain't it, to find out what might be. What
is
we're
that?
trying to do, the reason that we investigate and a lot of people investigate, we're trying to find out what's going on the other side. What happens, and we want to piece it together. Because we're all eventually one day going to be there. And we want to know what's going on. We're nosy. Yeah, that's fun. Can you turn the flashlight back on for us?
What's that mean?
Who moved the angel again from the last time we were here? It's just that it was situating itself. It takes it a minute to adjust. It stays blue, and green or red is when something's actually touching it or doing something to it. It'll do the blue because it's sensing. What it's doing is it's running a radar around itself to find out if anything's going to come near it. And then if something comes near it, it'll set off the, whatever side it's on, it'll set off the red or the green. And hopefully that's when, if we're asking questions, it'll answer it through that triangle.
Anybody in the cat ball thing here been called?
If there's anyone here, touch
Where's the red man?
That just stays lit up like that. It's just the way, it's to let you know it's on.
Is there anybody here that did what? What'd you say?
Touch Martha.
Touch who?
Touch me.
Oh.
But what does that do?
This is just a grid light. And if something if we get a shadow figure and we can't see it with our own eyes, it'll black out the grid.
Like turning off?
No, it'll just like
Like it walked in front of
yeah, like it walked in front of yeah. It'll just make the red go away on whatever little part it walked in front of. So do you want to turn on the flashlight again? You turned it on right away as soon as we got here. So did you decide not to no more?
What's that?
This is the S box. Spirit box. You can talk through this little contraption too.
Getting bugs all over me.
You talked to us through this the last time we were here. Oh yeah, we got a temperature change.
We have to get the temperature.
Someone's pooping.
It's peeping.
What's a temperature change? That means something is colder next to it.
I was not watching for his
Oh, I didn't know you guys were behind me. I was like, okay, something's talking behind me. Can you touch something else? Can you touch one of these things over here? And make something go off? He's got a light on their phone or whatever.
I got it.
Let me go look at that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead and ask questions, guys.
If you've ever touched anybody, turn the flashlight on.
All right, we got this scanning now. You can talk to us.
Are you harmless? We come in peace.
We're getting radio signals.
This
We
is
got radio stations.
Hey, there's something going on.
What?
That's going on.
What's going on?
Is that how it communicates?
Yeah, can. See the white noise? All right, anybody want to talk to us? You can talk right through this box.
When it stops changing.
Does anybody want to do the Estes? What? I don't have the blindfold, but all you gotta do is close your eyes and put the ear canceling
I'll do
earphones
it.
on.
I'll do it.
Let me do it.
I got a sock.
Hand it to
Can I
him.
do it with you?
No, it's just one at a time.
It's just one person.
You wanna hold the camera?
I'm sorry.
So what you're doing is listening for something. If you get clear words, not like, I mean, you can kind of tell the difference.
Need this too, right?
When you hear something supernatural through this thing, it'll have kind of a weird, far off kind of sound.
Okay.
You'll be able to kind of tell if, but basically I've got it on the AM that's not going to pick out here. So if you get any words, you just call off whatever you think you heard.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll be really clear, sometimes it'll be, you might even hear laughter, you might even hear just weird stuff. So just kind of yell out whatever. Yeah, you might hear some cuss words. We got cussed out on one thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
That wasn't on no radio for sure.
I'm hearing
Yeah, I just
something.
farted, guys, sorry. Okay.
I hear something.
You put these earphones in, they're like
go with
ear
that then.
canceling.
So,
What?
I'll go with that then.
Go with FM?
And then put it on about the
Light back up
second.
here.
Put it on about the
CJ,
second
or
stage.
why do I keep calling? Junior, are you still filming?
I am now.
Make sure you're getting people and activity and all that kind of stuff.
You want to film? I'm not good at filming.
I am on AM.
Bro, this is so scary, dude.
And you can adjust the sound up here.
No, seriously, this is really cool.
That way it don't have to bother your ear. Alright. You grab my earphones. Oh, you already got them.
Yeah, hand it to him.
Alright, so now with those earphones on, he cannot hear us. So as we ask questions, if he correlates to what we've asked, then we've got something. And that's what happened to us the last time we was here. We would ask some questions
Stand right
and
here
some
so they can see
stuff.
both.
Kind of went through. Like Courtney or Kayla and Dylan moved and switched places, and it said rotated. So it was just stuff like that. And then right before it touched his,
Blindfold.
touched him, it said something about what is this?
You want to film?
Like it was asking, what is this stuff he's got on?
You wanna film?
Wow.
Hold it. All right, can you talk to us tonight? We'd just like to know your name. Could you give us your name? This little device he's carrying, all you have to do is kind of talk, and it can pick it up if you want to communicate with us. Your name would be great.
Jim. Trying to get him too.
How old are you? Can you set one of these pieces of equipment off for us? Can you touch the flashlight again? You had us all going when we got here. You turned the flashlight on. Now you don't have nothing. Now you're not doing anything.
I don't think they can hear us.
Yeah, they can too. So the only way we know that you're here and we can talk to you is you have to let us know you're here by touching something or setting something off, getting near it, or talking to us.
Junior, you gonna get this?
Who moved the angel the last time? Who's been down here moving the angel? Is somebody coming and doing that? Do you even like the angel? Are you moving
Junior.
the angel?
You gonna get this?
You guys ever measured it from the tree? Like use that as a point of reference to see if it is moving? Bring a tape measure down.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
It just, I know it's not where it was at last time we was here.
Well, I agree with you. 'Cause we were here last winter or last fall.
Yeah.
I feel like it was down for us
I feel like that white tree you can see
Come in
back
the
through there.
flashlight over here.
I feel like it was like right in that area last year.
You want to turn it back on for us? That
That moved a long way. I feel like it was falling down into the trees.
Is that somebody's headstone?
Oh, there's all
The
kinds of
angels?
stuff. We don't think so. We think somebody, heck, I don't know, honestly. There's nothing else here to indicate that, so.
Yeah, that stump definitely wasn't by it last time we were here.
Because, you know, is it people coming down here and moving this thing? Or
I just don't see anybody
what's
coming
beeping?
down
The temperature change.
taking their time to move it.
Are you trying
Sorry.
to touch something? Go ahead. Give it all. Give it your all. You can pull energy from that. You can pull energy from us. You just can't go home with us or,
anything, can you?
you know,
Yeah.
stick to us. Everybody comes and talks to the witch. Is there anybody else here? We can talk to you now, too. Did you die? Did you die in this area?
Something tapped
Were you
my
sick?
shoulder.
Were you murdered? Did you die in a war?
It's kind of getting blurry over there. For me.
Anybody here in this
I can't do it.
wants to communicate
I can't sit
with us?
still.
We're here to talk to you.
Just like gravestone.
I'm stepping all over it. It will get haunted. Hey, Sandy.
It's green.
Are you here with us?
Are you here? Okay, great. Make sure none of y'all get near that because it will go up to like 4 feet. But I don't think any of us has been. I mean, I walked right past it and didn't go off, so I think I've got it set on a low setting. All right, so I asked a couple of questions and it looks like you said yes to something. I'm going to repeat them. Did you die here close? Did you live in this area?
You feel the air feel cooler?
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Did you tap my shoulder?
Who's filming? Because you got my camera.
Junior.
Red.
Let me have the camera. Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty
You're
sure
down on the
it's
ground. You're
saying
good. You're
no
good.
to that if it
Okay,
taps my
so can you make that go all kinds of colors? If you touch it harder or get closer to it, it'll really.
Oh, that's
Oh man.
Did
That's
you
red
tap
down there,
my
too.
shoulder?
So tell us your story. What's your name? Because you can tell him in that little box there, and he can tell us what you said.
Did you tap my shoulder?
So what did it go? Red?
Yes.
It went
Okay,
red.
so did you not live around here? Did you die around here? Are you the witch? Who they called the witch?
Do you know why they call him that?
There's a story about it. There's somebody who they believe she was a witch here, and you know, I don't know what kind of witch. I don't know if she just practiced herbal things and they called her that, or I don't know the complete story. I think you can look it up. I have a terrible memory. I can read something and the next day I forgot what it was I read. So
Down there last time, man, we started hearing stuff walking all around stuff. Here comes the old coon dog.
they were out there right near. He went all the way around us
Yeah.
and come out that way over here and come up
This
and he
is
just
actually
saw us for a
cool.
minute and then he took off.
This is really cool. I wonder if it likes my dad.
You wanted to walk across, if you're here and you want to physically walk across that red grid there, we'll be able to see you.
We come in peace.
We come in peace. No harm, no foul.
See, look at that kid.
I'm not, oh, okay, what, okay, so you don't want to walk across the grid, is that what you're saying? And I want to tell y'all guys, we don't get a whole lot of activity on that yes no box, so this is pretty good that this is being set off. The only thing would be, could the vibration from those guys have just set that off? From the side-by-sides going by.
I mean, when the first one came out, it didn't do anything.
I mean, when it turned green and it turned red before, nothing was coming, but this time it could have been set off by the traffic. I don't think it can sense that vibration that far, but because gosh, we walked around it and done all kinds of stuff and it didn't go off.
You
So-
like having visitors?
If you touch the other side, it'll be green. That's yes. You're touching the red side, so that means no. Can you turn that flashlight on again? It's sitting right down here on the
Do
ground by
you
the
like
grave.
ice cream?
Is this your grave that we're talking to? Are you buried right here, or are you buried in another grave?
This is actually cool.
Is your family buried here too?
This was Tim, and whoever was here that time, if that's you, did you pull his blindfold off? Can you answer?
There's still something. There's a green eye on like.
And you'd ask, what is this?
Are you the one who's moving the witch's grave?
We can't visit for long, so we need you to talk to us.
We're going to another place.
We're going to Dermond Bridge, too.
Did somebody die off of it or something?
Let's see. That's going by, so let's see if that goes off. Nope.
So definitely wasn't here.
So who are we talking to? There's lots of kids here that want to get to know who you are. You like kids?
Do you like kids?
Was you a mother?
Do you like kids? Do you like these noises on the roads? Do you like kids?
He needs to know if you like kids. He's very concerned about that. Can you answer us? And please don't let it be no.
If so, we're gonna start walking to each other.
Huh.
They're being really good for
Mr.
you.
Mr.
They're really
Ryan's
being
acting-
quiet and they're
Mr.
standing still. So
It's definitely a man's voice.
Can-
There's two different voices.
okay. Here we got a man here trying to talk to us.
Do you like kids? Did you say
Alright,
yes?
Gray, you can probably stop with that question.
Yeah, don't sound like they're going to answer. If you're a male that's trying to talk to us, can you turn the flashlight on? That's crazy that it went off one time. And now they won't touch it again.
I think it was just curious. There might be somebody here.
Well, usually it's always something. Like the flashlight, we have a lot of hits on. That we hardly ever have a hit on.
And now we're getting that,
Tonight
yeah.
we're getting hit on it.
The REM pod and the flashlight are the two things that we get the most activity on most of the time.
Is you a soldier?
Do you like children?
I'm going to put you right down here. Come here.
Me?
Yeah, come here a second. Do you like kids? He needs to know right now. He's very concerned. He doesn't want to make you mad, so he wants you to like him. Can you please just say yes?
Or no? I don't care.
Or no. He said no. He don't care.
If you say no, we'll just head out back
Your
to the truck.
opinion. You can answer whatever you want. It's your opinion.
He just wants you to like him. He just wants you to.
No, I just want to hear your
He just
opinion.
want to hear his opinion.
I just want to hear your opinion on children.
Did you ever, were you ever around children? Do you even know if you like children?
Did you have any children?
Are your children still alive if you have any?
Like?
Maybe they just like went
Hey,
away.
whatever, just answer because it said like.
I said if he has any children.
The word like. What's it tell him?
I said
You need to remember that.
I said if you have any children, what's their name? Are they still alive?
Yeah, but he's been asking because he right as you were saying that he said something again about liking whatever, and it said like. So, or it's just now answering the question about do you like kids. Sometimes they can be a little slow on answering. So,
They're still like comprehending.
can you come over here to me and let me know that you're here? You're allowed to touch, but that's all you're allowed to do.
Have you ever heard of a flashlight?
Are you a soldier? Do you like the witch's grave being here and us coming to the graveyard?
Female.
Female.
Female?
Are you here with us now? Are there a female with us now?
Were you the wife of a soldier? Did you like being a witch? If it's the witch here talking to us? Do you like all this little pretty stuff that people leave for you? These shells and things?
Somebody doesn't like us.
No, that's just the monitor thing.
Did it go to red? I didn't see it. Something's going off there.
It's the temperature thingy. It's the temperature thingy. That means there's somebody near.
Alright, I really appreciate just a really good response from you. Just something really good, really cool. Just do something to really make us go, ooh! We're impressed with your energy.
You children are curious.
They come all the
Do
way
you
out
like
here to see
people?
you. Ohio and Nashville. They come far away to see you.
Ohio.
Green.
Oh my goodness, green. Okay. Oh, I did that.
Do
with
you
the ball.
mean any harm
Who
to
is
us?
touching this angel all the time? Who's doing something to this angel? Is it visitors? Is it visitors?
Do you mean any harm to us?
Do you really believe that is somewhat supernatural?
Could be. Very possible. I've heard people tell me all kinds of stories that I believe them because they were legit people that weren't they weren't trying to make it for some kind of entertainment. I can't say that it is. I can't say that it's not unless it moved in front of me and nobody was here or whatever. So.
What's the name on the grave?
Is your name
Sue
Sue?
Burris.
Sue Burris. Are we talking to Sue Burris? I never noticed that name on there before.
I don't think that's the witch's grave.
Sue back in the day, is that a
Well, where's the witch's grave at then? Is it back down here?
Are we talking to Sue Burris?
I remember, when Scott brought us here that time, he said this was the witch's grave because this is why all this stuff is
I
here.
don't know if he's calling that.
Speaking of Scott, where is he? I think he's
Are we in the wrong
I think he's up there with
for
you.
the witch?
Do you sit here all day?
And then the angel is
Sit here all day being lonely and sad and not anybody.
we didn't have all the gadgets out.
Are you disturbed with all these people?
She wasn't like back in the 1800s or nothing. She was a recent person that.
Do you mean any harm to
1999 is what it says.
So, just to fill y'all in, I don't know, what's the kids capable of hearing?
Like words wise?
Yeah, as far as something that happened last time we were here.
I'm fine.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay. The weird thing was we was down here and somebody pulled up there. And, so we ended up headed back up that way, but it turned out they were here. They were ghost hunting too. So we actually talked to each other sometimes.
But
And
when
it
they
was-
showed up, I got danger.
Yeah, he
I
got
was doing
danger
that.
in his
Danger.
on the Estes that he's doing. So, but here's what we think the danger was about. So we got up there and there was 4 younger people, not, they're adults, but young adults. And they said they were sorry, they weren't trying to spook us. They were coming down here to ghost hunt too. And I said, well, that's what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. And so we got to talking and they wanted to go with us to Drummond Bridge. So they ended up following us. But prior to that, while we're talking, she says, we have a Ouija board.
Well,
And I said, no, we don't do Ouija boards. I said, please do not bring that Ouija board out. I do not touch a Ouija board. That's a portal to open up things that don't need to be coming out.
Right.
And so we think the danger thing was the Ouija board. So, however, when we got to Drummond Bridge, they had took pictures of it. And this is part of what people say happened, is they had bony fingerprints on their windshield. One was a childlike hand, and none of them were little. None of the hands were that little. Another one was a long, bony finger hand. And they were because they were looking around. What happened is when they got in their car, because they knew that I had not heard this before. This was the first time I knew about this. That when you leave, you might not get any activity, but when you leave, the witch will come up and press her hands on the back of your car or your window. So they had a handprint that didn't fit any of them. It didn't look made up. It was pretty interesting. I've got pictures of that, I think, still, if I'm not mistaken, because they sent me copies of it. But also, I told them, I said, you had that Ouija board in your car. Were they following you because you had something that is a spiritual portal type thing? I seriously will never mess with those.
Yeah, I don't like
And she ended up getting sick later that night. So they followed us to Drummond Bridge. They decided to come back here after we all parted ways. And they were going to bring the Ouija board out. And she said she stepped out of the car and she got sicker than a dog. She started throwing up. And she said, no, put it up. Put it up. And she said, put the thing up. She said she knew she was getting sick because of something to do with that Ouija board. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like Ouija boards.
Graham crackers.
Do you like Ouija boards? Anybody here that's talking to us?
That's what I was just going to say.
Nope. Hate them.
In your body.
If we're talking to Sue, can you say your name so he can repeat it to us that we're talking to you?
Do you like Ouija boards?
Well, was you a boy named Sue?
A boy named Sue. John
Do you like Ouija boards?
I do. You do.
Or
Are we annoying you? You want us to leave?
do you want us to leave?
Are we good company to you?
I think, wasn't it John?
Yes, it is.
John Cash or
Yes,
something?
it is.
Are we bothering you?
I just want to know if the one that's right now talking to us is the one that pulled Tim's blindfold down that day that we were here. Can you answer yes or no on the yes or no box? Were you trying to get his attention?
Maybe they
Did you
just
think
don't
he
want
was
to talk
cute?
anymore.
Are you tired of talking?
You haven't talked much to be tired.
And there's been other
You said the
visitors.
words knock knock. Were you trying to tell us a joke that day?
Uh-oh, Tim. I'm not being dangerous.
Let's see what say that day.
Something about hop on. Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate your answer. Could you turn that flashlight? I put it back on the angel. Could you turn that flashlight back on?
Where'd you put it?
Put it back
Are
on the
we
angel.
annoying you?
If I count to 5, could you turn something on for me? Can you answer on the yes no box if you're willing to do that?
Are we annoying you?
Casey, you gotta let her finish her questions. You wait a minute.
Can you walk in front of the grave to show us your shadow?
Am I holding up 2 fingers? Yes or no?
I might go insane if I listen to that.
That's fine. You actually, what was it like?
Yeah,
it was the question, does he kept asking the question, do you like kids?
Oh,
And they said something about like right before you said like. so you couldn't have heard that from us.
Yeah.
And then what was the other thing you said?
And I thought I heard people a couple times too.
Like people.
Like people. I think that was even asked, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You like people being around? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I already
something about
asked.
liking people
I
being
already
around
asked
here.
if
Okay,
they
I heard
like
people. I
people.
was pretty sure I heard people a couple times, and then I heard like, and then there was 2 men, and then just the one time I heard like a female, and it was distinctively female. But that's the only time I heard a female. You know, it's hard to hear. You can't really understand what they're saying a lot.
Well, I
of
think
times.
we asked, when you said female, I think we asked if this was a male or a female or something, didn't we? And the yes no box has been going off. It's been.
What if we asked you if that female is his wife?
I don't know how to work this.
Oh, that's okay.
It could be the female. I mean, the
Here, I'll let you do it all.
male's wife.
We got crap like this
Yeah.
goes off in
Who
my
wants to do
shop
it?
all the time.
Anybody else
Tim,
wanna
you
do
do it again. I want to see you do it
Yeah,
again.
Tim, why don't you do it
She
again
put the
since he...
flashlight in there one day, and I laid it up there, and I turned around and said, "Watch
Let
this."
Tim do it a few
And I
minutes,
turned
see
around
if
and
she
laid about
responds to
3
him.
steps. I said,
Tim, or
"Someone's
Tim,
in here
or
with
it,
me,
or
turn
her,
it
or
on
whatever.
now." And boom, it come on.
Oh really?
Did we... Oh, Scott's up there. Anyway, I keep forgetting. I was like, why is the lights on the porch? Somebody going, you just see.
Yeah, it's really hard to understand, but if you listen
It is hard to
real,
understand.
real closely, you pick up on some words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you over there.
And
Yeah,
for the
you really
most
have to
part,
listen.
especially if you get a full sentence that wouldn't be something on a radio, that's always a good
Right,
indicator.
right.
Are we
Especially if you
annoying
get cuss
you?
words. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
on the
I
radio.
figured. Yeah, that's what I was listening for.
And because we've had that happen a few times.
I only said like the distinct. If I clearly heard what it said.
Point your hands and say, love him.
On your phone.
Are we?
Forgot about that.
Are we annoying you?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna clap.
People right off.
People, we're
See?
there's a bunch of people here. Is that okay with you?
Maybe it's making us die.
I know sometimes it's
That's your
overwhelming
phone,
to see
Jim.
a bunch of people at one time, but we're just here to talk to you.
Oh, wait, you got your phone.
Does all the
I know,
people
but I
scare
need the
you?
flashlight. I'm gonna go to video flashlight over here.
Oh, she can send it too.
I'm not gonna tell Tim, but if you want to touch him like you did the last time, go ahead and let him. Go ahead. He probably won't like it, but go ahead. I'm giving you permission. Just clap him on the arm.
doing a video?
I'll go with you, baby. Yeah, I mean, y'all are free to take it if you want to and walk around. Some of more of the graves and stuff and see if you get anything.
Are we annoying
I'm
you?
gonna set this.
You're annoying me. Do you want a camera? No, I don't think I want it.
Hey, I just
Did
said
you
this was
did
red.
you say no to are we annoying you?
Well, what was the answer? What was the question?
It just went to red.
I think it was
We
telling
may
you
have walked
to go
by.
back there.
We may have walked by.
Yeah, that was probably them. Let's see how close you have to get to this.
Did you say no to the question that I asked if we are annoying
Walk
you?
that close to it.
But right there.
No.
Yeah, that's how close.
Okay. Are we annoying you?
You got hit by a ghost. Well, you're a ghost yourself.
Hey yo.
Take it on.
Do you want us to leave? Do you want us to leave?
Did another ghost hit you? Was there 2 or 3 ghosts running around here and you got hit? I mean, I don't know how the spirit realm works. Y'all run around sometimes together and then... I need you to hold the camera correctly though, or I will have no. I'll have to delete half the footage because it'll be this way, and this is going on YouTube. So it's kind of, if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it anymore, I'll hold it.
I was going to bring it like over there next to them.
So can you just? Can you please explain about the getting hit by a ghost? That's what Tim said you said.
Do you want us to leave?
It's a little bit chaotic, I know. But the kids are just here to learn about you.
Folks,
Yep, we're folks from around here,
I
and
mean, it's like two men,
folks.
but you just can't hardly make them out.
Wow.
What are they saying?
So there's men here. Who's wanting to talk to us? Who's the man that wants to talk to us? Were you in the military?
What are they saying?
He wasn't quite sure what they said. Did you die here of natural causes?
Do you want us to leave?
The REM pod's going off back here. Are you a man that's buried back here?
What's the...
Is this a man buried back here? Because all I see is a foot. I don't see any markers for you. Did they forget about you? Because we're here to talk to you if you want to. Yeah, the REM pod went off down here.
Do y'all know, like, specifically, like, where that witch's grave is?
This is supposed to be, as far as I know, this is the witch's grave. Yeah.
wants us to
This is why there's incense and things burnt right here where people come down here and worship her.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Who took the grid off? So are we talking to some men too? See, right here is where they lay seashells and stuff and all this. So I'm pretty sure this is considered the witch's grave. Yes. Are you men? Are you? We know that you're spirits.
It said British. It said British.
No, he said spirits, didn't he?
He said something else.
I'm really not sure why the seashells are being laid on this grave. Burris.
Grace, can you turn that light off?
All right, so I need to know if we're talking to two men.
Are we talking to two men?
Two boys.
Are you talking about the men that are here? Can you tell me how many of us are here? Not spirits, but the people here walking around talking to you. How many is there of us? Can you give Tim a number?
That's a good place to do that, too.
If I say the right number, will you turn that to green? How many is there of us?
8. Wait, what's the name guy?
Do you like
All right, down here. Go ahead, honey.
Do you like bright lights?
So I'm asking you to turn that to green if I say the right number of how many is here walking around your grave. 8.
Smells like s'mores. Oh yeah, that's s'mores. Graham crackers. Do you like graham crackers?
This is Tim.
Hmm.
This is Tim.
Wait.
Can I
Is it
see Tim?
6?
Yeah. How many of you are there that's around trying to communicate with us?
Do you like bright lights?
REM pod still has a temperature change on it. I don't know.
What is that?
I got it down by that other grave. Is there anybody here that has an unmarked grave that you'd like to tell us your name?
Oh, he has the temperature change in his hand.
Hmm?
He has the temperature change in his hand.
It was right here.
What about it?
He said, I thought you said there was a temperature change.
That's on the REM pod down there. This doesn't do a temperature.
What does that do?
That just lets you know if something's coming near you. Yeah. This picks up what's magnetic energy, which is what spirits are made
My
of.
dad up there.
Yep. If you do that, they'll do it too.
Well, if you vibrate it, it's going to. But the closer they get to you, the closer they get to this, that will light up to that red.
Yeah, let's just close that.
All right, we're going to have to wrap it up. We've got other ghosts to talk to. We've got another place to see if we can get somebody to communicate. So if you got anything you want to tell us, you got to start telling us now.
Do you want us to leave?
Do you want us to stay?
Do you want us to leave?
Huh? Yeah. Is somebody else want to do it?
Are they saying no?
I think we're about to leave.
Are they saying no to
No, they haven't said anything.
All I got is like Ryan was saying. I kept hearing like two men, the same
Two men over and over.
over and over.
Oh, hi, Scott.
So we're here to talk. If you want to talk, two men that we're hearing. Can you say it out loud where we can hear it with our ears?
Do you want us to leave?
All right, so I want everybody to stand still, and I want everybody to be super, super quiet. Okay, for a couple of minutes until I tell you that you can stop. And everybody put your listening ears and just try to listen for anything around you, any kind of weird sounds, noises that doesn't make sense.
I can already hear something.
But I need you to be quiet though. I just wanted to tell you to be listening. I'm gonna go completely dark with this, so.
No. Huh. What did it say no to? I think it said no for us to leave.
Oh, it did say no, don't it? What are you saying no to?
Do you not want us to leave?
No. Wow, that was a direct answer right after that question.
So you like us? You want us to stay? Do you want us to stay?
So I'm wondering, that should have already went off. Did it hit it again and saying no?
Did you hit it again saying no?
It's
Do
actually.
you want us to stay?
Okay, hold up with the questions for a minute. Okay. Do you want us to leave? Nobody else ask it again. Let it have time. Do you want us to stay? If you want us to stay, I need you to turn the flashlight on. Hey guys, we finished our investigation the other night at Red Ash Cemetery, and we wanted to return to just kind of go over some of the details that was not put on the video. Now, the story of this place is that there's a supposed witch buried down here. Some people say that something can follow you out of the graveyard. We do have images from a group of people we were with one night who had some kind of crazy handprints on their window. It was a foggy, rainy night, and there was handprints, and they looked long, skinny, and there was a child's handprint. None of these people were small enough. Their hand was not that small, so who knows. Also, there is supposed to have been, this was like a mining area at one time, and there was a tower that a man fell from, and there was a young 14, 15-year-old girl that was murdered in this area, found down here off the railroad tracks, which is just right down the road. And there's a creek down here that now, and we don't have verification of this, that a woman drowned her 2 children here. Now, all this would have been back years ago. And some people are upset because people are desecrating the graveyard, and I totally agree with that. And there is supposed to be, supposedly people have come down here to do satanic worshiping and rituals, which could have opened a portal or a door up to possible other things going on. The goat man, I've never seen that. Don't necessarily believe in it, but who knows. Hauntings around the train track, hauntings around the graveyard, but not necessarily the dead that are buried here, but it could be the people that something has happened to in this area. And so our experience that night was, we didn't tell everything because my husband was doing the Estes method. And when he did that Estes method, there was a man, we had several children here with us. Their parents agreed they wanted to come. I don't normally take children on, you know, paranormal investigations, but they wanted to come, and their dads were perfectly fine with it, and they came with them. One of the guys that was with us, his name was Chris, and I had never heard of this, but we did get told this at the campground that we were staying at when we were riding the other day and decided to come down here and do an investigation again. He was telling me, he's like the manager or whatever, owner of the campground. He said there is a young girl that haunts this place. Did not know that. That was the day after we'd come here and investigated. So prior to that knowledge, because I've never heard about that, and I've tried to research it and look it up, and I have not found anything other than the 14, 15-year-old girl that was supposed to have maybe been pregnant, but she was definitely murdered here around this area. Chris had walked up to his car, because you park up here and you walk down from the hillside. He'd walk back up here, and he said he got up here to his vehicle, and of course he was by himself, but now I think a couple of his kids or girls, somebody was still in one of the vehicles inside the vehicle. But he came up to the vehicle, he said, and he thought one of his kids, one of the boys, had followed him back up here. And he said out of the corner of his eye, he saw something short, and it come around him, and it touched him even. And he looked around because he thought it was one of his kids, and he said there was nothing there. He said and he was kind of eerie about coming anyway. I don't know if he was exactly excited about it, but his friend Ryan said, no, you're coming, you don't have any choice. So anyway, he said there was just something very definitive about that moment. He said something was there. He could feel a presence. So anyway, he said it was short. It seemed to be a child size image that he saw, and that's why he thought it was one of his kids. And then, like I said, the next day I found out supposedly there's a girl, a small child that roams this area. People have seen her leaning against a tree. They've seen her walking out on the road. I have not heard that story. That's the first time that I've heard of it. So anyway, he had that experience. And the other thing that occurred was we had a fella named Micah with us. And when my husband was doing the Estes method, he heard Micah's name being called. They through the Estes method, both Ryan and Tim heard 2 male voices, and it was just constantly, they heard it several times over the Estes method talking. And then my husband heard Micah calling out the guy's name that was with us. He said, but he didn't let anybody know that he heard that. because he thought Micah wouldn't believe him and that Tim was just messing with him. So he didn't tell nobody. He didn't tell anybody until the next day that he did have the name Micah come over the Estes method. So we also, our last visit at Red Ash Cemetery, and that clip is in the video. You should have already seen it, where my husband's blindfold was pulled down. You can see something grabbing a hold of it. So, in our experience, is Red Ash Cemetery haunted? Possible. We don't have any definitive evidence, but we did have the flashlight go off. We did have evidence on this video that something was going on. So, take it or leave it, but we do respect the cemetery. Please do so also. Don't desecrate a cemetery. We come here out of respect, and we come out of here to investigate. And potentially, if there's somebody that died around this area, that could be what's haunting this graveyard. No disrespect to anybody whose family is buried here. So please keep that in mind when you are investigating cemeteries. Please like and subscribe our channel, and thanks for watching.